Welcome everybody to the Fives of the Week. It's the fastest growing podcast in the Motor City. Making picks and predictions, talk life that we live in. Various opinions, all love with the vision. Running our division, court, field, or rink. We gamble with Campbell, don't care what y'all think. A whole different twist on the top 5 list. Check the time on your wrist. Are you ready for this? Cause it's time to press play and step into the game. Get your popcorn ready, never know what we'll say. Play to win it all, we can never back down. In our blood to stand tall and represent our town. Detroit Rock City and we always stay gritty. Hosted by your boy Fillie, now it's time to get busy. You with me?
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 168. It's your boy, Mo Money Mike Fillie.
Oh, shit. Hollywood Apple Snatch.
And Chi-Chi.
Oh, boy.
We're back, Jack. How you doing? And always, we're brought to you by Texas Roadhouse Novi. Remember to go see them on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for lunch, starting at 11 a.m. And also, Dakota Heat Hot Sauce. Remember to type in 515 for 15% off your order. And also the St. Clair Shores Green Hornets football and cheer program. One of the greatest youth programs around. So, boys, back from Mexico. Good to see you. How the hell you boys been?
Good. How you been?
Doing good, man. I'll tell you what. I mean, thank God the hats came in. My forehead's peeling like a lizard breast.
We got a new look.
We do. We do.
We got a little gift dropped off.
Yeah, we're sporting the new logo for Fives of the Week.
Look at that logo.
It's officially start of a new era since we were able to bring home the championship
Yes.
and start a new era of Fives of the Week, man. So
Did you
very
take
happy
it on the
about
trip?
that. I did not. I wanted to. I told Cheech there was multiple contests going on down there. They had a big float for
Can
me.
you
and,
imagine that?
Fuck yeah.
parade
man.
through the city. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You'd have had 25 guys lined up to fight you for that belt.
Oh, there's no
They
doubt.
they wear that motherfucker to the club.
Hey, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm a damn near 40-year-old podcaster. I can hang with Lucha Libre, bro.
So how was it? How was it?
It was great, man. It was low 90s the whole time. Beautiful weather. Sun was shining. People very, very nice, welcoming.
Great food.
Great food.
Oh,
Any tariffs?
The food's so
Love the
good.
Mexicans, especially the gorditas.
Yes.
But
Tariffs.
well, I'll tell you what, the food, man, and my fiance would agree. We had a 7-course meal. Now this sounds like real bougie, right? But it's not. We went to a Mexican show. It was awesome. They actually played with a fireball. Goes back to the Mayan times. The ball's on fire, and they're trying to get it into a fire pit to score. So that was pretty dope to see. But the food itself is just not for me, man. I was sitting there thinking about Taco Bell the whole time.
For real.
I mean, it was lobster, a lot of seafood. They use bugs as a delicacy. It's just not my thing, you know. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You sure you Mexicans, man?
I know. I'm not a huge seafood guy. I like certain things. And some of it was good. Like the buffets were dope. The steak was good.
You should have told them like this. We ain't trying to cook no fish around here.
That's what I'm saying. You know, smell like turpentine sauce. Turpentine.
That's why you keep the damn heat down. You ain't cooking no fish around here.
Yeah, but it's beautiful, man. I
He said
highly
he would
suggest
rather
it.
have Taco Bell. That's awesome. I love Taco Bell.
Yeah, I had it the other day, man. I told you I was craving it.
Start making that homemade, man.
It wasn't all bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And
Right,
trust
right.
homemade all day long.
Yes.
And that's no disrespect because the people down there, they just enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know,
people coming in and out.
Yeah, I've been to Acapulco and I've been to Cancun. Man, the fajitas, whether you get the chicken or the steak, oh man, perfect.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, the pollo, the carne was good. The guacamole was fantastic. We
Nice.
went to Isla Mujeres. It's a island. We took a boat over there. That was beautiful. The water's like blue. Do you know how the water was up north?
Yeah.
If anybody knows what Glen Lake looks like,
Love
similar to that, but bluer.
Glen Arbor.
Glen Arbor, great place,
Yes, great.
fantastic place. But yeah, just beautiful scenery. It was nice to get away after, you know, the personal stuff, the big event we all put a lot into. It was just nice to take a breather, man.
Yeah.
And just
I miss it.
reset.
I miss it. And I got to see Tony today. And
Yes,
shout out
yes,
to you,
yes.
Tone. T3s, baby.
T3, baby.
T3
Yeah,
in
it's
the
training.
house.
What up, Tony?
It was so good just to look
That-
around and
that
see
would be
everything
fun.
there. And I seen everybody in station. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could see the event, and I was just like, man, who would have thought, Tony?
I know.
Who would have thought? You know, and God. Yeah.
Yeah, let us hang the banner. Thank you for picking that up.
Yes.
It's just like you were saying, when you see that arena, how we put it back together, like we actually did that up like that. It was really dope.
Yeah, so you could have people there the next morning working out,
Exactly.
doing their shit.
Yeah, and he had some people in there working out. It was cool. And I told him, I said, you're going to get on making some shirts and all that, And
Yeah.
what a great guy, though. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, this is going to linger for a while till the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And
you mentioned he was a former wrestler.
Yes,
He used to
he's
wrestle
been in the
like on like
business.
the circuit and stuff.
Yep.
And that's good stuff. I mean, given what he gave, I can't say enough about the guy.
No,
Guy's a
100%.
great guy, man. Go see this guy. He's a real deal and just always happy-go-lucky dude. Genuine. And got whatever you need.
Yeah, the first time that I saw him, bouncing off them ropes, I'm thinking, man, this dude ain't no joke, man.
No,
Yeah.
and I love the fact that he was pushing us to be better. Like, you
Yes.
can't be pussyfooting it out there, man.
Yeah.
And I was telling you guys before we went on air, like, it's no joke. There's bumps and lumps and bruises everywhere. Still feeling it, and that was on May 10th.
Yeah.
So it's no joke, man. I wouldn't advise kids to just try that at home. Like, you should have some tutelage from people that have done it.
Yes.
And also shout out to Andrew, Grandma Randy, Al, Don Quest. What up, Quest?
Damn you.
Damn you tuning in on live. But Cheech, what else is new, man?
I got a friend request yesterday from Al Rich.
Did you?
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Al Rich.
Al Rich, what up?
Take this motherfucker.
We got to get Al Rich in the building.
Yeah, he was
man.
badass.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sit him
Good
down, talk
kid.
to him.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Hollywood, what's new with you, man?
Not a whole lot, bro. Well, I put a pool up.
Nice, seen it.
That was a good thing, man. But that broke me up.
Did you take a dip yet?
No.
I was gonna say it's been a little nippy up here.
And I got the measuring and everything like that level. Make sure everything's proper. I put it on
You don't want to
pillars
lose
now.
that motherfucker.
No. Too much hard work in that. But I sat there and I was pondering because of the weather. I'm like, you know what? If I wait longer, I got to get it up, get it running. Then when that heat wave comes in, boom, whoever wants to come on, hey, come on over and swim, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime. I got it. It ain't just for me. After hours it goes to skinny dipping. But,
You don't say.
You don't say,
Damn you.
But yeah, the garage is always kicking, the pool's open, and got the nice lights and stuff. But to do it by yourself,
It's a lot of work.
yeah, Chief Big Tongue, I tear down pools, Big Tongue, and Chief Big Tongue put up pool
Yeah.
by himself. That took me probably, I'm gonna say maybe 3 hours total.
Damn.
Yeah.
But like I said, I still made the adjustments. Like today, I did the pillar work and stuff like that. Tapping them down and just for stability. So
Yeah.
it's ready to go.
How's Chapo doing? after-
Chapo's doing good. Chapo got thank you. Yes, he got the thumbs up. He says I'll no longer have to see him. Everything's healed. He built the calcium on the bone,
Beautiful.
which
Nice.
is what they look for. On that the broken part.
He back to himself, like.
Oh
running
yeah,
around
yeah.
and
There's no
in and out of the house.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
doing the leash thing, like he said, walking with him with the leash. Don't let him chase the squirrels. Don't let him go crazy.
Yeah.
Did that, and that helped out even more.
Yeah.
So he's almost. I'm going to say he's probably about 90%. Could be 100, but I'll give him 90. The guy he knows there's no whining or anything like that, and he'll try to pick up. But I try to give it a couple more weeks. That'll be the 10th week. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else is going good. Just work.
Did you ever see the guy on TikTok that has the dog Chooch? His name is Eddie. It looks like a bulldog.
Is he
Is
the
that
one
that
that
big
A bulldog.
does he
like-
dress him up all the time in different things?
Sometimes, but he lost the dog the other day. So he picked up a second dog, Cece, when they were down in Mexico or something. The guy lives in Philadelphia. His name's Eddie. And he always has the dog, Chooch. He looks, I would say, like a pit, but
American
there's
Bulldog.
something, yeah,
American
yeah.
Bulldog.
And the dog was so cool, and everybody just loves Chooch and this and that. And then I seen him on the weekend, man. He's crying and shit, and he was out of town,
sad.
and somebody's watching the dog, and it's sad. there's thousands and thousands of people, man, reaching out.
I like Chooch, too.
I think you meant snooch.
Put a little bit between your cheek and gum there. Some cooch. I mean, some chooch.
Oh,
I got to get a barbecue, though, man. I mean, I'm running on flames, and this thing is literally just deteriorating the burners, and I'm still getting the fire out of it, but what do you guys suggest?
I'll tell you what, I got a Next Grill. I know it's a cheaper one.
Is it the Blackstone?
No, it's one you can get in front of Home Depot, but it cooks fast, man. It's
I want
gas.
to try that flat grill.
Yeah, the Blackstones are awesome.
Are they?
Yeah.
It reminds me when I see that flat grill, it reminds me of Travis.
Yeah.
It's like
Gump
you can
has
put whatever.
one. Doesn't Gump have a flat stone?
I'm not sure. Al, you got one? Let us know how you like it. If anybody's got a
I
Blackstone,
want to say
let
we
us
talked
know.
about that one time.
Because I definitely need to get another one. So I'm just looking what I should maybe go with. And like I said, I don't need no 40-inch. Mm-hmm. Just maybe a 28, maybe a 30.
Yeah.
You know.
No, they're good, man, because you can make the smash burgers on there. You can cook breakfast stuff on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Fajitas,
Like you
nice
at the
and easy.
restaurant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no carnitas.
And they're whipping that work, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but...
Well, that's good, Holly. We're glad to hear Chapo's doing good. You're doing good. Cheech, what's new, brother?
Not a whole lot. I've been off all this week.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Damn you.
It's been a fun week. Doing a lot of projects that I have. Put a TV in the garage, so now I'm doing an accent wall behind it. And
I turned you on to that, didn't I?
yeah.
Are you putting a bar in the garage? A bar?
No bar. I might get like a little fridge.
Did you have
or
any visitors
something.
this week or no?
Yes, I did.
I paid $60 for a little fridge.
Did you really?
Yeah. If I got the guy's number.
How big is it? I mean,
It's... Oh, yay big.
I'm talking about the fridge.
I'm not talking about Sea Rebel down there.
Fucking show off. Yeah. I put them on my lap.
But it depends. You either want one like this one, like Phillie's got to your right, or you want the smaller couch, the dorm one.
Yeah.
My dorm one's fine for what I need, but
Yeah, for sure. That works just
you're
fine.
not gonna hold a 30-pack of beer in there.
Right.
No.
So just all in what you want. I love mine.
But yeah, getting a lot of stuff taken care of now. My niece Katie gets married tomorrow, so
All
me and my
right.
sister.
Awesome. Good luck to you, sweetheart.
So we're going
Congratulations.
like to the Monroe area, it's at somebody's house, and it's right on Lake Erie.
Oh, Bronco McCart,
Yeah,
former
so
fighter.
it should be quite fun.
Monroe.
She's a great kid, man. She's in her future husband. His name is Drake, and he's a great kid, and they're both Michigan fans, and that's
Good stuff.
badass too.
Good stuff.
You know,
Nice.
nice family. I hope they do well. I'm sure they will.
That's
God bless
awesome,
him, man.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Very, very
And
good.
there was something else. I just wanted to share this. So I took a couple snapshots of it. So this lady on TikTok, she just had a thing. It just said, if you're out there and you're feeling generous, just say hi to me. I've had a rough, so I put down, hi, how you doing? Is everything good? So this other chick, she bumps in, this Victoria Jenkins. She said, sorry I barged into your comment. I text to you if you've ever had a sugar mama.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, your looks really caught my eye.
I want to see this sugar mama. She got money.
My response was, no, I haven't, because I'm a type 2 diabetic. Thanks anyways. Fucking the other lady's like, wow, that was pretty fucking funny. Yeah. Never had a sugar mama. I'm a diabetic. I'm sorry.
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Sugar.
That's it.
That's great, man. All right, boys, let's talk a little news. Live from the Fives of the Week news desk, Hollywood Apple Snatch.
We're here to bring you a 10 o'clock breaking news here. Hollywood Snatchule. First of all, before breaking news, we want to go with all this. We want to say congratulations to all the kids out there that graduations.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All these graduations and all these parties that are going to be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Including your son.
Yes.
Yes.
He'll be ceremonies next Saturday. Very excited, very
Isn't
proud of
that
him.
something,
Very
man?
nice.
Yeah, we're all
Damn.
proud of that kid.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Just seeing this little terror playing football.
Terror.
Terror. Big terror.
And amazing football player. He was so young. And then now this kid's graduating.
It's time flies, man.
Unbelievable.
It's so crazy to think. I just remember holding him in the water, up north and stuff, and he's just this big, and you guys see him now.
And it's amazing. It's great to see him in all the kids.
Yep.
It takes you back to when you graduated. If you did graduate, that feeling, that rush that they're going through. Like, earlier we just seen before the set, couple buddies graduating. That is good stuff, man.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean?
Not a care in the world.
Yes, it's
where's the next party?
Yes,
who's having
4
a
or
grad
5
party
months.
tonight? Yeah.
You got to be looking. I got to get a job now. Now the real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
How am I going to mix college in with this?
And you want to experience that. And the kids that don't, for whatever godly reason for them, you want to graduate. You want to get your diploma. It means something. So. Just congratulations to all of you.
Can I just put something out there to all the kids that are graduating? I know the big thing is to go to college and get your degree and do this and do that. Get yourself into the trades.
Very smart.
Carpenters, plumbers, cement, building houses. There's a ton of money, and they're giving you money to learn how to do these things. It's free.
And you're damn near guaranteed a job, too.
Yeah. The work it's steady, and it's a great, plus like you learn stuff, man.
No doubt about that.
Side work. Oh man. Electricians.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Latin, you can either do concrete, yard work, all that. So you guaranteed, baby. So let's get it.
Let alone cut that grass.
That's what I'm saying,
Pull up with that double wide with
no doubt about
17
it.
mowers on that bitch.
Yes. But we congratulate you, all you graduates from Fives of the Week. Congratulations.
Class of 2025.
Very good, very good, very good. Congratulations.
Yes.
All right, Hollywood, what do you got for news, Brett?
Did you hear about the guy? His name was Ping Yu Zhang.
Polish?
From China. This guy took this paragliding, and he went 28,000 feet beyond the clouds.
Oh. Up in the air?
In the air. Wow. Lost consciousness. Part of his body got frozen, because as you go up and higher, he come back, so he hit the thing, whatever, come back down, got back into consciousness. He survived.
Wow.
But yeah, now he cannot do that for 6 months. He's banned.
Damn.
That he got caught up in that, and it got to 28,000 more feet beyond the clouds.
How does that happen?
I don't know. You should have been dead.
Ferndale. Is that true?
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that was just crazy.
Holy shit.
Yes, I seen that today, and I watched it, and he was slipping in and out of consciousness as he was, going up. And they showed it. It was on the Witch Call Facebook. You could see the video. You see him up on the thing like this, and then you see all like the freezing on it. And I don't even know if he's knows what at that point what's going on. And then when that chute goes, then he descends back down, whatever, and that's wherever he landed.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Damn.
Yes.
I seen it up north, like on Lake Michigan. If you go up there, right outside Traverse City near Glen Arbor, we watched a guy do this. And you like to do it when there's a little bit of a wind, because it picks you up, and you just wonder how he's coming down. I mean, he's swooping. He damn near hit a tree, damn near hit the side of the cliff.
So he's getting pulled by a boat, or he's got those like the water underneath him.
That's parasailing.
Yeah.
So hang gliding is when you basically run and jump off the cliff, and now you're you're in the wind.
Yeah, and you steer it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But to get that high, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. The parasailing's fun. I did that in Acapulco.
Did you?
I was about 2022. Yeah, this shit was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was up there, and you see him like this. He was on straps, and like I said, you've seen all that.
Wow.
That's one of my things for news. And let's get to the President of the United States of America. Trump, tariffs.
Tariffs.
I think they said some stupid things.
Tariff.
They were drinking.
They're losers.
And said stupid things. What do you think about him possibly letting go of the people that put the threat on Whitmer?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
I didn't hear
did.
about this.
Oh, yeah. He came out and he says, I've watched it. And they said some stupid things, pretend like, drinking or whatever. He goes, I'm going to look into it. And, Hoover, possibly letting all these people out.
So these were the guys that were
Whitman Worth, Larry Hoover.
whipping work.
Yeah.
They were bullshitting about kidnapping her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the guys you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or was it an actual concrete plan that they had, or was it just some?
So
BS?
he wants to have them all pardoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
They are from Michigan. I know that. I think they're from that area too, out near Lansing.
He goes, very stupid things they were saying. But yeah, it's people are getting, wild up about it, and they're like, who else is he going to let out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they say normally you do this towards your end. He's doing it all, now.
Yeah.
Like, what about
It's crazy.
P. Diddy?
This guy's off the hook, man. I mean, the more that comes out, it's ridiculous. This is a full-blown, racketeering, human trafficking. Sick, man. I mean, some of the details, about the urinating and all these sex workers that have come out. It's
somebody let loose, and then he takes that sperm and he rubs it in his nipple.
Oh,
It's
no. You kidding me? I mean, I ain't going to tell you about being no freak now right here.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Steve Harvey. Top 5 answers are on the board.
I mean, you be freaky you want to.
Name
right
a
now.
nipple ring.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's just gross.
you
man.
could go so far, and he went deep, like having the pool with just all baby oil in it.
But the names, all these names,
God.
LeBron James. Now there's tons of them.
What would you think, gentlemen, if Trump were to pardon him? What would you think? There's going to be some people out there that are going to be gone.
It's not going to happen though.
They said he could have ties to when Prince passed away. He might have ties to that because he might have known something. Because that was, he died in 2016, 2017.
It's just sad when you see how old he looks.
Oh, he does. He looks terrible.
Oh, he looks. The one guy, I think he was a security guard. He goes, "Oh, he about ready to bust.
Yeah.
Oh, he about ready. He gonna. It's coming. He about ready gonna be it." And he goes,
Yeah,
"There's gonna be a lot of people."
man.
It's crazy,
You
but
think they're Diddy bopping in prison?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they probably got him isolated somewhere.
Here, Diddy.
But do you see what they're
Here,
doing?
Diddy.
You see what they're doing though? They're animating it with other people, and they're redoing say what went on in the trial, and then we would go back
Yeah.
and get on. You know what I mean? And that's how they're doing it.
Yeah.
But they're actually using all the, and then, he was jacking off on this person. And I mean, this is how the dialogue's been. And it's damn.
But why can't we see? Why can't we see
I'm
it
going to
like
wait
the
for the Netflix
OJ?
series.
Why can't we see it like when OJ was everywhere?
Yeah.
Well, it's a different time now.
But that Cassie video is tough to watch. I mean, he's kicking her, dragging her by her hair.
Come on,
dude.
Hollywood, man. The glove didn't fit, bro.
You're right. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? When you see that and you go back and you look at that, and you're like, and others were saying as well, this is on a whole different level, but just as big.
No, it's huge because Diddy's a mogul. He's a hip hop mogul.
yeah.
I mean, this dude has been in music for
Performer,
decades.
producer, owned record labels.
I remember when I had my Sean John velour.
Yeah, I love Sean John
Black
back
with
in
the
the
white
day.
velour.
Smooth, man.
I still got some Sean John jeans and
Sean John, man. You know what I'm
I had
saying?
my last pair of trunks. I had to throw them away when the shit went down.
So,
I got rid of them, man.
what you willing to do for them Sean John jeans? I don't know.
The D,
Let me
the
see,
I, the
let
D,
me see the menu.
the
Hey,
Y.
hey, tell me you ain't like this.
Diddy.
Hey, you go in the store, you're like, I got to get some baby oil.
Yeah.
Easy said he likes baby
Said he
oil.
filled up a fucking hot tub with. Can you imagine how long that would take to fill a hot tub with
That's
them
a lot
with
of
them
baby
little
oil.
ass
Did
bottles?
you see the pool by the bed? The little blow up pool?
Yeah.
That was filled with oil.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The guy's backing up with the high-low and powder fucking Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
You open that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
did you see the one guy when he got
Fill
on
up that pool.
He
Oh,
goes,
man.
He says, I want to apologize. I want to say sorry if I contribute to ruining your life because he was one of the guys that were brought in there to get with her. The one of the stripper guys that he brought in there.
Oh.
And do tricks with her. He goes, I am truly sorry if I did anything to lead you to where you're at now. I am sorry. Like, it wasn't, he paid, hey, go over there with her. You know what I mean? How do you do that to your girl?
Yeah.
And then
Come
at the
on,
end,
man.
but damn, girl, that shit was off the hook, wasn't it?
Thank God she recovered. Like, she's got 2 kids now. She's remarried and stuff.
God.
And she had to testify, pregnant. That's got to be a little stressful.
man,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That's got to be. Kudos to her though for
Yeah.
talking out and
Yeah,
speaking up and defending herself.
You got to look at it like this. It's just a world that you don't want to enter.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe a little easy, a little something about that world over there. You know something about that right now? But it's a world where we're thankful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are thankful because it's like, that's just crazy.
Well, we had this conversation in the garage, a few people over not too long ago, and it's like, man, if that's the price of fame, selling your soul like that, I don't want no part of it.
No.
Because that shit's just on another level. It's crazy, dude.
It is.
And that's exactly why some people, like, they get popular and there's high demand, and then they see that, and then boom, man, they're off the face of the earth. You don't see them in nothing, because they're like, nah, that ain't for me.
What do you think it is, though? You think it's because you get all this money, you get all these accolades, and you start to feel untouchable?
I think it's probably that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
probably the
I
power.
bet.
Like that one guy said, there ain't nothing he wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like he may get.
I mean,
if
they're
he can't get
driving
you
him
now,
everywhere. He's getting out. He has security wherever he goes. Wherever he goes, people are, just
yeah.
bowing down to him.
He like, you know how this goes, man. If he don't get you now, he may get you 20 years from now.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna let it go. He's that kind of kid. He goes, everyone knows this. She knows what to say.
But a lot of it is,
It's like,
if you want to be famous, you got to come through these channels. Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I feel bad for that kid.
I
man.
do
He just
too,
don't look the
man.
same.
what happens when he comes out? Does that change the model forever? I mean, you see all these people, even like Gomez, they all left. Did they sit and say, no, I'm out of here. This ain't working. J-Lo, what did she know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, she's got another man.
Yeah. And they said Jay-Z used to, like, if you wanted to bang Beyonce, you could.
That's
Anybody
horrible.
that came in there, I mean,
How do you love her?
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
In my life right there, I'm going to tell you that right down there.
you
Alabama
what.
shit right there.
Alabama.
Alabama, we don't do that down there in Alabama.
You good on News Hollywood?
Yeah, that's mine.
So, Cheech, I sent this to you on TikTok earlier. So, in Georgia, these 3 teenagers, they attempted a house robbery at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Seen that.
18, 16, and 15. 2 of them are brothers. And the homeowner, actually, they shot first, but the homeowner killed all 3 of them.
inside the house, right?
Right outside on the front porch.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 a.m. They were armed, coming in to do
had
bodily
masks
harm.
on. They had masks
They
on.
were masked. Mm-hmm. He shot and killed all 3 of them. Now, they're debating if this is self-defense or not. For me, it's
Absolutely.
absolutely 100%. Now, here's the tricky part. The parents are trying to indict the guy who killed them, the guy whose house they were trying to break in.
I seen that today.
Now, I don't even know really how this is a topic. I can understand parents being upset, but it's not that man's fault. He's protecting his family. He's protecting his home. You got to do better in your household for these kids
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I was
to
gonna
even
say.
get to this point.
What
You know
they're
I'm saying?
trying to say and trying to bring up, they were leaving the scene. They no more threat. They were leaving, but they only left because the shot went off. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
So, like, where does it come where you can no longer protect your home? Are you going to come in here and rape my wife and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Let me
And
know
then-
what you're going to do first.
And then
Yeah.
kill us both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
the laws. It's horrible.
And
I
I hate to use this term, but the good guy won this one. People say, well, he's a good guy, but I mean, he was defending his house.
Right. No, I agree 100%.
They don't go in there, they're not dead.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why are
Simple.
you trying to break in?
Simple
why,
math.
Yeah.
That's not your home. What would that lady do if the roles were reversed? What would she have done?
Yeah.
And they were trying to break in her.
I would ask that same question to these parents. Okay, you're at home. 3 kids break into you. You have a gun. You kill all 3. Do you think you should be charged?
But they shot at you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's not just I made a mistake. This is
Yeah.
a deviated, calculated attempt to rob somebody's home.
Exactly.
This is something that's probably layered and, who knows what their lifestyle was like. I don't know. I don't know all those details, but at the
Yes.
end of the day, they're dead wrong. 15, 16, you know better. I'm sorry.
No pun intended. They're dead wrong.
Hey, they are.
Come on, we got to do better.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? We got to do better.
absolutely.
There ain't no doubt. So how about this? WWE and Seagram's have announced a new multi-year partnership to produce 3 new alcoholic drinks. 3 new canned drinks will launch, making WWE's first ever licensed ready-to-drink alcohol products ever. Seagram's will also receive sponsorship on WWE LED signage with in-show sponsor graphics, also set to feature during a match at Money in the Bank, and more taking place at SummerSlam and Survivor Series. So you see these brands now. You see the sponsorships in the ring. Boxing's always kind of done it, or UFC,
I'm
I
still
should say.
drinking the Hulk Hogan beer. I don't care. The Hulk Hogan beer is where I'm at,
The
man.
real American. I don't know. Seagram's spiked. I mean, I would try it, but it's not really my thing.
Yeah, you'll probably try and go, nah, it's ain't for me.
Yeah.
Let's get some samples. Do it on the show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Down for that. All right, last thing I got. Former police chief serving murder and rape sentences escapes from Arkansas prison. According to reports, a former Arkansas police chief serving time for murder and rape escaped Sunday. Grant Harden, jailed since 2017, fled the North Central Unit in Calico Rock wearing a fake law enforcement outfit. He had pleaded guilty, killing a 59-year-old. So, I mean, this is like some shit off a movie. Like, people actually still escape prison.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
There's a lot of inside help, I bet.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, inside job, you
Because
think?
those people that work in those jails like that, they're pretty much prisoners themselves.
Yeah, you see people, they come in there and, they're on lockdown too for 8-9 hours, some 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So they get to know, these mates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know the ins and outs, the talk. They're hearing this and that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
they're very pivotal.
All right, Cheech, what do you got, man? I don't want to put you to sleep over there.
Well, we have some tariffs.
Tariffs!
Damn it,
So there's war looming, and Russia has attacked Ukraine and Iran and Israel. I guess there was some nuclear weapons fired, and somebody from Israel killed one of the top leaders from Iraq. So they said this shit's about to get crazy.
I know Trump's supposed to have a meeting.
It's like it's almost turned into like a I got the biggest dick. No, you don't. I got the biggest dick, and everybody's just trying to flex, not knowing that this shit's gonna tear the fucking planet up.
Well, they don't know. They don't want to mess with us. Hot hand.
No.
I
How you
believe that.
doing?
How you
Hot hand, how you
doing?
doing?
And then this past weekend they had the Detroit techno movement downtown
Yes, Hard
Detroit.
Plaza down there.
And they
$1
said it
now.
was sold out every night. I've been to it about 3 or 4 times. It's awesome. So then they had Jeff Mills, who used to be the Wizard on WJLB.
Mm-hmm.
He did a set. DJ Godfather, who owns Geno Surf now, he did a set. His shit was badass. So, yeah, I like that.
It's
That
all
whole
techno
downtown
music?
area, man, Detroit, it's like they can't miss right now. They can't miss. The Tigers are on fire. Lions,
It's a good time.
the Pistons.
It's a good time.
And then my last thing was SpaceX Starship mega rocket blows up over the Indian Ocean in the latest test failures, no injuries. This is Elon Musk.
His 130 days are up.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
He thanked the president on Twitter.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't agree with all the, but I look into them. Some are very good.
Yeah.
So there's, Trump. He's gonna always be
Yeah, there's a little bit of a power struggle there.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the title, but this guy is very smart and
And he did his job. He
Yeah.
saved how much money?
yeah.
He was saving some money.
He
So
said.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
he did the shut of it.
All right, boys, let's talk a little sports. All right, so the red-hot Detroit Tigers sitting at 37-20. Hollywood, you went down there the other day, I saw.
Yes.
How was it? First game this year?
No, couple.
Okay, nice.
First win. Comeback win.
Win.
Very cool, crisp.
It was
We
crisp
avoided the
spot.
rain. We had a couple little sprinkle spots, but we avoided the rain. I've been to a game before. It was much nicer. But way to come back. That
Yeah.
team, they're never out.
No.
That horrific fifth inning, Joby, that kid's going to be good.
Job, great guy.
Joe, great guy. I like that Colt Keith, first base.
And then a couple games before that, Scooble with a freaking gem.
That last pitch, 103 miles
Yeah.
an hour, man.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Pitched the entire game, man.
Sit down.
103 on his. I was like, damn.
You have the best record in Major League Baseball
Yeah.
at 37 dubs. How can you... Now, remember, when Scott Harris was all talking about this, about the low budget, and you've had other teams win the World Series with a low budget, okay? Because now they can maneuver things. Yeah, sometimes the high budget buys like LA did, great. He's showing you right here with this youth. And I think what we're seeing is like when you see Lions, same way. Mm-hmm. It's really rubbing off with these guys, and they're seeing, hey, this is working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's bring the chemistry up. They're growing together. Mm-hmm. Okay? Where now we can, in the farm system, we got pieces. We can go, hey, trade deadline comes. I got a future, this and that.
It's
And
really
that's-
nice
and
to
that-
see, like, Casey Mize is 6-1.
Oh,
We're just
God.
going to write this guy off.
Yeah.
And, like, he's balling, so that's a young kid that paid off. You know?
And kudos to the farm system because
Yes.
a lot of these guys have come up through the system.
Remember, Torque was going to go back,
Yeah.
and he just had a turnaround. Baez.
Javier, man.
Javier is
he's been killing it.
playing third base, center field.
Yeah.
Who catches it off the wall?
But you said it earlier this year on the pod. You talked about, hey, it's really going to be up to Torkelson and Green and these guys. And you look at Torque, he's got 13 homers and 40 RBIs.
Yes.
So it's a guy that really stepped up.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, what about Dingler and Rogers?
Great catcher. Dingler's your man.
Dirk Diggler or no?
Dirk Diggler. And this guy is your next Lance Parrish, but better.
Yeah.
That Colt Keith was the second baseman. You got Gabriel Torres, which he's only a year contract. Mm-hmm. This guy has brought so much pizzazz to the team. Sweeney's at short. He's filling in. He's doing, you know what I mean? Is Baez your third baseman?
The good thing is they got options.
Yes.
You know? And AJ Hinch was on the ticket this morning, and he was talking about, was it today or yesterday anyway? He wants everybody to play in every series. Mm-hmm. That way guys never get rusty, so when they're called on, they're ready to go.
To be ready.
You know, so
And
I
that
think
clubhouse knows that.
that's a great way to manage your team, especially a young team like this where they're not just power or just pitching. Like, they're as a collective unit, they're playing together, which is awesome.
Yes.
And you can see that they're having fun doing it too, man.
That's
No
the
doubt.
thing.
so into it.
Yeah.
Even if you're coming to the ballpark that day and you may be held for later innings, come in, pinch hit, you're
Yeah.
ready. Mm-hmm. That's what he's talking about. Whether if you're starting that day, you're ready. You got to be game. You don't know if I call you in the seventh inning, pinch hit.
Yeah.
It's a big spot.
Right.
So these guys are all bought in, just like our Lions are bought in. And the Pistons, you see that. Now we got to get the Red Wings there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to be down in Detroit.
And who knows what's going to happen at the trade deadline?
Yeah.
You know, if they're playing like they are right now, who's not going to want to come and play for this team?
Yeah.
That like might be on like last year of
You're
their
having
contract.
fun. That's the key. When you're having
Yeah.
fun, it's contagious. You're enjoying
And
yourself.
the crowds are good.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah. And you got a coach who's been to the mountaintop who knows how to get it
Yeah.
done.
You don't think Verlander looked across there and go, God.
Damn.
Yeah.
They kept putting the spot on him. And I'm thinking, why? You're a former now, bro.
Yeah.
I give you your kudos, but you're a former now.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not part of this.
Yeah. Did you see, oh man, the poor kid, the crew guy,
He got hurt.
blow his knee out.
And he flipped off the camera.
Yeah, but I don't think it was somebody in the stand said
Probably
something.
heckling him, yeah.
Yeah, like
That sucks, man.
it's horrible. When he gave him the finger, yeah, that dude blew his knee out, man.
That sucks.
What's called?
Use 2 hands.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
So NBA, Thunder 4-1. They're awaiting either the Pacers or the Knicks. Do you guys have a horse in this race?
Oh my God, I tell you what, that Oklahoma team right now, unbelievable. I've been out of basketball for probably the last couple years,
They are good.
and now I've been watching now with the Pistons.
I can't though, man. These other teams. I turned it on last night because that's when OKC clinched. Minnesota was down in the first period, 27 points.
Yes,
Thinking,
yes.
how the fuck does this happen?
4 games they played them. They were under 20.
Now the Knicks, it's do or die tonight. 'Cause
Knicks
they're
gotta
down
win.
3-1, and they're bad. I think they're in New York.
Yeah.
I just don't think they have enough. Knicks.
No.
That SGA is a bad boy. Gilly is that
is.
Alexander. Man, he's so
Oh, that
good.
boy's
Yeah.
bad. And so humble.
Yeah.
He is.
So
Chet-
humble.
Yeah.
Chet's good too, the big tall dude.
Yeah.
Chet
yeah.
Holmgren.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. I like them teams.
So I guess Reggie Miller just couldn't shut his mouth, and he can't do the broadcasts for the Indiana games
Really?
against the Knicks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
They
okay,
pulled him
yeah.
off that because that was him and Spike Lee when he I think he pumped in like 11 points in like 18 seconds
Yeah. I remember that.
way back in the day, and the New York fans are like, he shouldn't be announced. It's like, come on, man. He's put his time in.
And he's about ready
good
to take
on
him out
TV.
tonight.
He's
They're
got
gonna take him out.
personality.
Yeah, I like Reg.
Yeah.
He's solid.
New York's missing a piece.
Yeah.
They try Brunson. That kid's phenomenal.
Be interesting to see what the Pistons do. If
But I
they're
like
gonna-
that town.
if
Town's bad, man.
Booker
He's a
wants to
bad
come
boy.
here.
Oh.
NFL news. I mean, not really news, but if you watch any of the OTA highlights, guys, Shedeur Sanders looks good though. If you've seen any of the highlights, he's pinpointing
No.
balls.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's been all over.
He's going to be Cleveland's starting quarterback.
I think before the start of the season. I mean, I'm sorry, after the start of the season, because I think they got the other kid from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
They got like 10 quarterbacks there, so I wouldn't be that surprised. I guess.
I think what they're going to do is going to bait these other teams. We got a quarterback you need.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to get other pieces.
And you're not going to carry more than 3.
No.
So you know what I
No.
mean. You're going to have a guy that may want to trade. You know, it's sitting. On
I
the
see
bench in the
Shedeur being
practice
the
squad.
starting quarterback, and I see him turning that team around with his pizzazz and people going, and then him, see, you should have picked me here, but, like anything, like Bo Nix said,
Yeah.
I'm going into my second season, stay on the course, things can change, you get them second
And
seasons.
look at how
it goes
good
down.
he was as a
Yes.
rookie, man. Fucking
Yes.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they say that the key is that sophomore slump. You know what I mean?
It's all
Because
bricked up over there.
You got tape on you now. Mm-hmm. It's not just about that raw rookie talent.
Yeah.
So Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, these guys, how are they going to do in their second season? I'm really curious to see that.
Yeah.
But these guys
That's
are
interesting.
franchise QBs. So
What
I'm
do you
excited
think
to see
about
it.
Penix for Atlanta?
I still think he's got to grow
He's
a
that
bit.
lefty, right?
Yeah.
That Michigan
Yeah,
beat him
I
in
just
the
don't know,
championship.
man.
What did he go to? Was it Washington State he played for?
He
Or
went to
Washington.
Washington.
Huskers.
Yeah,
Yep.
he went to Atlanta. What's this ordeal about Caleb?
What,
Caleb
what,
Williams.
well, real quick, what about Kirk? He no-showed OTAs.
Cougine, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going in Penix's route, then, Kirk's like, hey, man, I made a ton of money.
What'd you say
Whatever
about
you want to
Caleb?
do.
Yeah, he was saying something today about Chris, well, we'll show you this and that, like getting all, but like, come on, dude. Come on. This is exactly that attitude of yours right there.
Yeah.
Don't be over there holding your mama. Over on the sideline with that blanket. Your fingernails
Just
painted.
because you got Ben Johnson don't mean that everyone's
Yeah,
just going to
yeah.
lay down for you, bro.
And I think you're going to be good. Just don't start talking yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, do something first.
Do something first.
And you know
That's-
how I feel about the Bears. They got to show me because, I mean, they did make it to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman, but that was one of the best defenses we've ever seen. But Caleb, he's got to prove it first.
I think it's going to be a good year. But we also could be surprised too and go, "Wow, really? You did all that for this? For nothing? Wow."
Yeah.
Watch out for Washington, though.
How about this in the NFL? I don't know if you guys seen. So Stephon Diggs, he's with the Patriots now.
Oh, yeah. Seen that today.
He's on a boat. He's got these broads around him, making them call him daddy.
Call me daddy.
You know, doesn't show up to OTAs. You know, kudos to Vrabel. He handled it well. He's like, listen, whatever me and Stephon talk about is between just us and the club.
Yes.
You know, that's the way things need to be handled. You know, they're pros. They're millionaires. I get all that. But when you're trying to build something, that has to be frustrating as a coach.
When your first 8 questions are about him.
Yeah.
He's not even there.
Right. What about the guys that are here busting their ass?
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Now, granted, I know Stephon's had a nice NFL career. I wonder if he just feels like, man, I'm just going to live it up. I've been so close with Buffalo. Went to Houston where it didn't work out. Maybe just like, F it, man. I just want to have fun. Party. Have bullshit.
Yeah,
Party.
You can do all that
wants to party all the time.
You can do all that without social media, but these guys are so locked into that.
know.
You know, you
Yeah,
can
I
do
know.
that without
Don't you
putting
want
the
that?
videos out there.
Don't you want that ring,
Yeah.
though? Don't you
Yeah.
want that ring?
That's what a lot of these guys crave, but some of them, like Teach said, the attention more, I think.
Yeah,
You know?
Look at More Money Mike, 23 years.
Hey,
Till he got the chime.
yeah.
hey, put that work in,
You
baby.
see what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
can never give up on that dream.
And he
Yeah.
and he got a standing O at Ireland's when he came in with that
Did.
belt.
That was very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sea Rebel, man.
See Rebel.
See
Damn you,
Rebel.
see Rebel. I heard your boys jumped off sides at the parade. Damn you, see Rebel. Damn you. Damn you. I gotta bring her up.
That's my guy, man. From the
Great
rough,
job, C Rebel. You
from
did
the
a
rough
wonderful
streets
job,
of
brother.
South Warren.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Anything else on sports you guys want to rap about?
Oh, what about Cunningham? We signed
Oh, yeah. Zach Cunningham.
linebacker.
That's nice. It's a nice pickup.
Denver Eagles. He played for.
Yeah.
We signed him. I like that.
Yeah.
I was watching them. You know, they're passing golf and all them. JMO and looks smooth.
Yeah.
Gibbs, Montgomery.
I like all the pieces that they're picking up because these people, they're not necessarily starters, but they're going to get playing time to rest the starters. And
That Boise State defense, they talked to him. It's good to see a lot of the big players there when they don't have to be.
yes.
Yeah.
They're showing you that,
Yeah.
that grit and grind. Hey, man.
Yeah.
We don't care.
All these optional.
Yeah, you don't have to be
workouts.
there. No,
Yeah.
we want to be here.
Exactly.
We want to
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah, you love to see that, man. Shout out to Mom, Nick.
Yo,
Raquel's on. Thank you for watching. Appreciate
Yes.
y'all. Glad to
Absolutely.
be back, too. Them fives, baby. But, yeah, how do you feel about JMO in 1 and Gibbs in 0? Did we talk about this a couple weeks ago?
Oh, changing numbers?
Yeah, it's a little different.
I think it's bullshit for the jerseys. You know, I got
for the same
I
team,
got
no.
I got a Gibbs jersey. You know, 26. So,
But
that's-
keep it.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
Oh
mine.
yeah.
Yeah, because like you said, if he becomes a Hall of Famer one day, you got the original.
But one of us mentioned if you go to a different team, I could see it.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, I
But
can
to
see that.
do it is, I don't know, man. It's,
What's going to happen next year? You don't
it's
like
all
that?
about the hype. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't love it because you remember JMO came in with number 18 and he switched to 9. Now he's 1.
Oh, God.
So I mean, it's a little.
Hopefully
little
stay
much.
that one.
Now with Gibbs, I kind of get it because 0, it's almost like Sonic running through the rings. You know, it's a marketing. thing.
However you want. Yeah, however you want it.
How you doing? You know what I mean?
doing?
That's just how I'm thinking. But yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited, man. Football is going to be right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
July.
We're less than 100 days out.
Jesus. Kansas City. Everyone's coming back. What's his name? Rice is ahead of schedule. That's a
Rashid.
team you're going to have to. Yeah, Rashid.
Yeah.
That was my guy in
So if you
fantasy.
said
Got hurt.
Chiefs, the dogs
Dominating.
don't like the Chiefs here.
No,
You don't
no,
like
no.
him. You don't like him.
Dumb, yeah.
Yeah.
The Chiefs got 2 new weapons. You see, Pat Mahomes' wife got a boob job. They just keep adding. They just keep
What
adding.
size
adding.
are they,
So she,
Dominic?
so she got them both done then.
Dumb, yeah.
Dominic.
Yes. So, anything else locally or nationally? Brett Favre's still out there. The Steelers just waiting.
Oh, Rodgers?
Yeah.
Rodgers?
Did he sign?
No.
No. I mean,
He did come out and say he's not going to play in New Orleans. He doesn't want to live there.
come on.
Yeah.
Where's this guy get the pull
guy-
that he can do this?
I heard him on that
Come on.
podcast. He was with Rogan.
Well, this is why Aaron Glenn, he decided to pass because he doesn't want all this excess stuff. And I
Yeah.
just can't see. Maybe if the Steelers are that desperate, I just can't see Tomlin putting up with his shit though.
No.
No, I can't see
No.
that.
I just really don't.
No, Tomlin's got a tight ship over there. He ain't gonna.
Yeah.
What do you think about
And how much does Rodgers have left in the tank?
who knows? That guy's weird.
I'd say another year tops. You know,
if that.
he reminds
If he
me.
doesn't get
So
hurt.
you
If he
gonna-
makes a run with somebody, it reminds me of like Favre in Minnesota, where
Yeah.
he's
You're
just
gonna-
destroyed at the end of it.
you're
Gives
gonna
his all,
sell the
baby, get him
farm.
close.
Yeah.
They'll
You're
Have
win.
gonna
you
sell
seen
the farm
Favre
for
lately?
that.
Have you seen Brett Favre?
Speaking
lately?
of Favre, Nick wants to know if we watched the Favre special on Netflix. Did you guys see that?
No.
No, I haven't either.
I've seen part of it.
I've seen the commercials for it, but I haven't watched it.
that
Is it good?
disease is taking him, man.
What is it again?
He's got that what you call it?
Alzheimer's?
Yeah, or dementia. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh,
You could see
dementia.
the different in when you look at him. He's
Yeah.
got that look,
Wow.
and it's like, oh man, it's like God Favre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so sad.
Favre.
Did you
know,
say Favre?
Hey, what about 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao coming back for the WBC?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
Quick, fast, blazing.
I need the money.
Oh my God, he loves his country. But what happens after that if you win?
Did you just go out?
Pacquiao.
Or did you defend it?
I mean, you have to. I mean, how do you gonna keep coming and going? You can't do that because people are gonna want to get that belt.
So what do you think in all sports, especially in that, because there's so much that goes into it that you have to put in individually. Then there's team sports, right? Would
Yeah.
you rather go out on top or go out trying to defend the title, defend that chip, and win, lose, or draw? You deal with the results.
I would do if I go out on top, I win the championship, and I would think you would defend it at least one time, right?
Yeah.
Does that solidify it more in a way?
I think so. Or do you figure you've earned this where I don't have to?
See, easy. I was trying to get off easy, one and done, but I got to defend the title now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you got, what do you think about Chavez Jr. fighting Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I think he has a legit chance to beat this guy if he comes right and not high.
Yeah, you can't hang on to that belt for 20 years. I'll be 78. dragging my speakers.
I got to
in
be
there.
calculated
Like
now
doing
as
that
I
shit.
age. Pick my spots.
Yeah, because, like a lot of these boxers, they're getting tired of Jake Paul getting high on their game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you say, the time you put in the ring and all this stuff. And,
Jake Paul's a hell of a promoter, though, man.
hell yeah, so is his brother. The
Yeah.
wrestler said the same thing about him. How's this guy coming up in here? You know what I mean? He's a YouTuber. Let's end him.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the guy can wrestle.
What's his
Yeah.
name? Cross was on a podcast talking about that, and he said, guys have, missed birthdays, holidays,
Yes.
have been on the road their whole life. They dedicated to this craft. And granted, Logan Paul, he's a stud. He's a good wrestler, man. He's athletic, and he comes with that cachet, so he's a draw. At the end of the day, it is a business. You're going to go with the draw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ray.
Hey, when it comes to it, that's what they look at,
What about my boy, though? Dom.
Dum.
Didn't I tell you that boy was going to win a championship? Now, Sonny Bono Jr.
Yeah.
is really taking into his own. And
Yeah.
he says, well, what they say to him? They said something to him. He says, well, you were promised this. He goes, which daddy? He still throws in rage. Maybe Eddie is my daddy. Eddie Guerrero. And it's just crazy because it's just,
Yeah.
I knew this boy's going to be something.
That's creepy.
He's a derelict. But they're buying into it. And
Yeah.
the Seth Rollins and the White, I hate it. I hate it.
I can't buy in, man.
It's just, go home, Seth Rollins, please. Please, wise man, you're
Hollywood's
horrible.
begging you.
I think
please.
the storytelling, like Al pointed out, has been suspect too.
Braun
Especially-
Breaker in Breed, is that all you got, dude? Really?
Well, dude, you got the main event of WrestleMania. Cena wins the 17th title. And you got Travis Scott, of all people, coming out to the ring, being involved in the match. Again, the crossover effect.
Mm-hmm.
You got this multi-million-dollar artist out there in the main event. That's more important than, like, The Rock, who was supposed to be an entire part of this whole thing, is just a no-show. It's silly, man. It
He
doesn't
was
make
on
any
the
sense.
other night talking
Yeah.
about it. That
Yeah.
there's something twist to this. What?
Yeah.
Wise man needs to go.
Nick said,
He's-
why are you talking about him like that, Rollins?
Oh, yeah, damn you. I just don't. No, Roman, I'm sorry.
Acknowledge me.
My tribal chief.
And I was, back in the day, Philly would tell you, I was so hard on Roman Reigns. I can't like this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it was the blue eyes and all that. I couldn't let, you know what I mean? I'm like, I just don't like this guy. And then I really took to see what he did, the hard work he put in. And he ran for 4 years, almost 5. But somehow you got to get this together back again. Somehow, maybe you win your championships, I win mine, this and that, like that. But you got to end it. This is just nonsense.
Well, I think this is a case of, and this is just me speculating. Obviously, I don't know insider information, but when Triple H is running it, it's great, man.
It is.
But I think when you get Dwayne in there, The Rock, I think it's messy. Because now you got two guys, you got two chiefs trying to run the show, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to work like that. Just like any good team, everybody's got a role to play. If everybody does their job, you're 111, things are moving like a smooth cylinder, baby. You know, but I think there's a power struggle behind the scenes.
It has to be.
He wants to do this, he wants to do that.
Outdo the other one. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a measuring contest.
Look
So
at
it
the
don't need to be.
opportunities. Fatu. I love Fatu.
Oh, he's awesome, yeah.
Does he team up with Roman?
And
then his brother.
Yeah. And there's like a problem with too much talent, too. It's a good problem to have, but it's like you can see they don't really know what to do with it.
Our Wyatt Six is back.
I love that. I do love that.
Where do they go?
We're here, John.
We're here, John. I'm doing this for you.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk
How's
about
that go?
that. in the future.
Absolutely.
I'm here, John.
We're here, John.
Where? Run. All right, boys. Time for the fives of the week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Yes, sir. Episode 168. So coming up with a little mixed fives for that ass today.
I can't wait till 69.
All right, boys. So number one, how do you feel about, or have you ever been told that you've changed? And how do you guys handle that? Whether it be family, whether it be friends, you know, have you ever had to deal with this situation? Hollywood, we'll start with you and work our way across.
Can you repeat that again? Thank you very much.
How do you feel about, or have you ever been told that you've changed?
I've heard it many, many times in many, many ways. Many ways. You know, the way I look at it like this. Anytime you try to do better for yourself, and maybe you guys can relate this. You know, we all go through trials and tribulations, been up and down the mountain, in the valleys, in the peaks, yolling in the valley. You understand? The fact is of the matter, when you get on top of your game, and a lot of times when you're trying to change things for a better you, and what you're comfortable and you see it, people hate on that. They would rather see you stagnant, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's where your vulnerability is.
Mm.
But to see you grow, just ain't used to that. We ain't used to that. There's something wrong with them. No, there ain't nothing wrong. The vision, a visionary.
A revolutionary.
A revolutionary. You look at to better your life. You only get one of these. Yeah. And I preach this all the time. You can only do you. And if people don't like it, I'm not here to please everybody. Yeah, my crowd, I love you guys and all that. But I'm saying in life, you're brought in here by yourself. You will leave by yourself.
Yeah.
So if you can't be happy, you can't make anybody else happy. Mm. And you ain't going to make everybody happy. Because, I mean, if I want to make everybody happy, I'll drop that check off in the mailbox. When the note's due, pay that car note.
Yeah.
Pay that cell phone bill.
Don't park in front of the mailbox, and you will get
you know
that
what
check.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make me get out of my truck.
It's one of them things that it's not that you're better than somebody.
No.
It's you're finding who you are and where you want to be in life and where your peace is at, and you're not going to let anybody on the outside. And I'd state again, all family ain't good family now. That come right from Alabama right now.
Alabama.
And you love your family. Love family. But you can't be down on me if I'm trying to better myself I'm not hurting you. I'm just trying to get myself together. Friends, whether they take it the wrong way, you can take it any kind of way you want. Sideways, up and down, whatever. I'm going to do me. I can't reach out there. Hey, I love a lot of people. Do you love me the same? Probably not. Do I have to sit there and am I going to sit there and worry about that? Absolutely not. Yep. I can't.
Nope.
If I sit there and wonder, you don't love me. You know what I mean? You get that sometimes. You get that from your own children. You don't love me. You don't even know. You don't even know. Like Trump would say, you don't even know, Barron. I love you more than you can even imagine.
Yeah.
So
True.
You find that inner peace, and there's nothing wrong with it. But people, they want, if they can keep you here, yeah, you got to come to me with, you got major problems. Or whatever it is. So you gravitate. You're going to need to come to me. Now I don't have to come to you. Whether it's borrowing money, talking to, your info, just not the right answers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure we all got a
man.
little bit different on things like that. But like I say, for the most part, I'm going to do me. I'm going to give as much love help as I can. But there ain't going to be ain't nobody dictating here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's got to be a level of growth.
Yes.
It's just the maturation of life. I feel like things are going to constantly change. You grow, and you have to go with that. It's just like when, sometimes when you're younger, the homie's like, oh, you got a girl, you're boo-booed up, you ain't got no time for us. Well, sometimes you're trying to do something, right? You're trying to build something on your own.
That's because they ain't got no boo-boo.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm the type of guy where I'm not going to hate on somebody. I'm actually happy when I see other people happy. And I would just like that projected back to me.
Yeah.
Because you can't have it both ways. Like, be so happy for someone, but then be like, oh, why aren't you around? Or why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Well, this is what, you wanted for me. This is what I wanted, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that may be, why not just be happy for each other?
And you remember that conversation we had before we come down here?
Yeah.
Out in the garage.
Yeah.
And that's very true. You know what I'm saying? That's and always remember that because we've seen each other's lives like this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a great balance. And like I said, I would never lie to you. You're doing a great job and continue to do what you're doing. I mean, you wouldn't be right here if you weren't doing a good job.
Sure.
And all of us being, and I mean that for all of us, Cheech too, and me, and we're doing good jobs. And I put a thing on Facebook about dads, and we could be hated, we could be disliked, this and that, but at the end of the day, we still love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us dads, we get played, and we don't get and that's all cool. There's a lot we have to deal with that we don't get the prompts of what mothers get, and that's okay because you've had them kids. Yeah. But don't take it from a father and say that love is no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's a test. Go to the cemetery on Mother's Day. Go to the cemetery on Father's Day. Mother's Day, you can't find a parking spot. Father's Day, you could drive 75 miles an hour through that bitch.
Well, a lot of them, they look
but
for them daddies.
But just be careful because you don't want to end up in there.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, they trying to look for them daddies now, too. Who's your daddy? You know what I'm saying? But no, that's so true. It's like, but
Yeah.
I'll love, it doesn't matter. If I don't want to say love one stronger than the other, but if I'm closer to one, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going
to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Communication, your skills, and, whether, your mother, maybe you don't talk to your mother, certain things you don't say. Where your father, you do. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, so
because sometimes like your father's more relatable to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
To where like your mom's like, oh, that sounds crazy. Yeah, because you've never done it.
Yeah, exactly.
But Dad's done it, so I'm gonna go to him.
Well, he ain't no good, the son of a bitch.
Yeah, he doesn't wipe his ass good. I can tell you that. I do his laundry.
You talking about got that back neck and he got.
I said not no more because he said he's going commando. Shut up, man.
So, Cheech, what do you think, man? Like, have you ever been approached that way and told that you've changed? And...
100 times, man. Everybody, like, I got, like, people from work, what happened to the old Sam? I said, it's the same Sam. It's not the younger or the old Sam. I said, but as you grow, you learn different things.
Yes.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It might not come out as much,
Right,
but then you learn. Every day you learn something. Whether you admit it or not, you learn. Like, you learn shit. And you got to take those pieces and build with it.
And if
not
you're not
all
learning,
of them are going to fit.
Right. If you're
for
not
what
learning, there's a
you're-
problem.
Like, for what you're trying to do. So
Yeah.
you have to be careful with that, you know. So, back in the day, zero filter, no filter. Said whatever the fuck I thought. But then I had seen a couple people get hurt by it. And it's like, you know what? Flip the script. If that was you, you wouldn't like what you just said to that person. So, and then I stopped. And then people are like, well, 10 years ago he would have said this. You're right.
Yeah,
I would have.
right, yeah.
Don't you think that's a skill that's kind of developed over time? Because I was
Absolutely.
just having a conversation with my fiance about that today, about controlling emotions. Because I had multiple situations today where I was proud of myself for just controlling myself, because you can always fly off the handle and say some wild shit,
Yeah.
or exactly how you feel
Yeah.
in a like an angry way, and it
Yeah.
gets misinterpreted and things like that.
Oh, yeah, there's no
and-
doubt about
and-
Or
it.
you see the bigger picture,
Yeah.
calm yourself down and look like, okay, hey, look, it's just not worth it right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to collect myself, my thoughts, and just we can have this conversation later when we're both level-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know what I'm
it
saying?
could still make you angry,
Yeah,
but you channel that different.
right, because you still have X, Y, and Z to do.
You don't show it's like, yeah, no,
You get
I
that-
get it.
you get
You're
that
right.
picture of yourself
And
and
then
you're
like they look at you like, oh, look, is somebody growing up?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is somebody
or
I
you know
think that
what?
is growth, though. I
About
really
to
do.
make
Oh,
you
yeah,
grow up.
absolutely. Or they look at it and go, there he goes. He's about ready to go. He's about ready to
Oh, yeah, they try
want
to.
that.
They almost
yeah.
antagonize
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
You got to be careful of the people that are in your circle. Everybody in your circle's not fucking rooting for you.
That's fair.
No,
So
There's people in your circle that are waiting for you to fail, and then
I told you so.
they're gonna jump off the corner rope like Mike did on fucking
Godzilla down there.
Godzilla.
Sorry, Gump.
Yeah, he did that last move. Boom!
Yeah.
Stugatz!
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, well said, boys. I think it was a good topic to discuss.
Oh, absolutely. Very good topic.
All right. So, what's one place in the world you would go if you had to leave America, deported, to spend the rest of your life? Say, Trump says, Hollywood, great guy, but unfortunately, you're deported. Where are you going? You have a choice now. I'll sign the pink slip.
I'm going to say Brazil.
Brazil, you like Brazil, don't you?
Brazil. They said they got the most beautiful women in the world. Brazil.
Are you going for the badonkadonks?
Yeah, but and I'm taking 2 bags of Doritos, ranch and cheesy. Brazil.
Cheech, what do you think?
I've heard of a couple different spots. I heard Thailand is really
I'll take those
chill
off.
and it's cheaper like that. I like Brazil myself.
All right. Man,
But
I
if I
got
had
somebody
to-
with me.
But if I had to pick, I think I would go like Cayman Islands, something where it's just beautiful every day.
You like the Cayman
But then
Islands?
you have to get used to like the food that they have there.
I
They
see you
don't-
in Brazil with me.
They don't have
Brazil.
all the choices that we do, but you just have to find your niche there. You know, you get to blend in, figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that. You could catch me on an island somewhere, man.
Mexico,
You know,
is that where you would go?
it would
man?
probably be, like somewhere in Mexico. Just
Mexico.
They love me, great Mexico. Gulf of Mexico is now Gulf of America.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. It says that on the airplane. When you're flying over it, it says Gulf of America, Mexico in parentheses. You know, just to make everybody.
Great.
That's fucking
Very
funny.
great.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, man. I mean, you'd have to. There's like heat acclimatization, right? Your body, like going down there. I got absolutely fried. But you get used to that. You see people. You wear the long sleeves and things
Come
like
to
that.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, man. Might as well
do
go
it.
to Brazil
Like
with
the
you
people
guys.
that work outdoors in Mexico and all these islands, man, they're covered from head to toe.
Oh, yeah, they got
Sure.
the hats.
They
Yeah.
got hats, they got gloves. I mean, they got long sleeves, long pants.
We were talking about that too. You see, like the landscapers, they got the masks on,
Yeah.
long sleeves. So most of them wear shorts, but
They call
sometimes
that a
pants.
shroud.
Shroud.
Very shrewd.
But I used to think they were crazy, but now after being sunburned so bad, like I get it.
Yeah.
Did you see any of them down there with a mask on?
Actually, there was a couple. Ain't gonna lie. All right, number 3. When you feel disconnected from something in your life, what do you do to get back on track? Now, this could be anything. This could be, say, you're feeling just disconnected from work. Could be your partner. Could be a hobby that you have. How do you get re-engaged? And you guys can break it down by category or just generalize it. It's up to you.
I would say if I'm disengaged, disinterested, I have to look back at the times when I had good times of why I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm at the point, 31 and a half years at a corporation. And I'm young. But I'm at a point where I'm tired. I'm just tired of being there. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. It's like, you know, you do one thing and then it's another, and then the rules will change, and then you got, you know, with you know, you're fighting unemployment and just stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You get to a point, it's like, okay, but you know, there's business things you have to take care of to get your apples all, you know, in the basket. You know what I'm saying? Things you pay off and blah, blah, blah. So, but, you know, it could be an itch. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just get like that, and you have to reel yourself back in and go, remember this job, or remember that. This is what's got me here. This is what's got me this.
Yeah.
That makes you, or at least for me, to get back in a groove or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you having that much seniority, you can see other jobs that you had done in the past that were backbreakers.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, well, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. Or
So
I'm doing a job.
bitching about this, but you know what? I have no reason to bitch.
Yeah. Or I'm doing a job that I did this in my first 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And, you know, I look at some of the things and go, wow, that nice pool, my house. Them would give you, whether you're nice.
Incentive.
Yes, your incentive
motivation.
to go, well, it took that.
That's what I was going to say.
That reels you back in.
It's your purpose in a way.
Yes.
You have a reason for what you're doing. You have a reason that you're working, a reason that you're in a relationship, a reason that you're doing a hobby.
Yes.
So just find, no matter how things may get off the road a little bit, if you can just steer it back, you know, to what you're there for, and realize the positives in that, I think that's super important, and it'll keep you locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So would you agree with that, Cheech?
I do agree with that.
And all the outside buzz you don't worry about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's so many things in the beginning that, like, you thought you needed to be successful or to keep your mindset. But then as time goes by and you don't have those things, it really wasn't that big of a deal. It was locked in your head. You know, it's just like, you know, a kid. I got new shoes. I'm going to run faster. No, you're not. You can't.
See my LeBrons, I'm going to dunk. You ain't dunking shit.
You couldn't run when you were 7. You can't run when you're 27. Get the fuck out of here.
That's so true.
Yeah, very good. All right. Would you guys rather work at a stadium for games or at a stadium during concerts? And you can only get one. So say there's Group A and Group B. You don't get to do both. So you going to Ford Field for the Lions, or are you going to go for just the concerts? Could be Taylor Swift one day. Could be Metallica. Could be Morgan Wallen. You know what I mean? It just, what would you find more interesting?
That's a
if you had to
toughie.
pick?
I'm going to say, being a sports guy, and I like my music, don't get me wrong. Could be Led Zeppelin too. Could be
Just James.
Yeah, Just James. Could be Eminem.
Damn you.
I'm gonna say probably the sports. You know, the Lions games. You just hope they continue to play on. You know what I mean? There's nothing worse than being there. I'm sure we all have when they were horrible.
Peanuts, get your peanuts.
Get your peanuts, pop your peanuts, popcorn. And you're like, wow, we suck.
Did he say penis? No, he said peanuts. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Hollywood's over there slinging portobellos.
but to go on that, because you have to take the good with the bad. You're not always going to have that where the Lions are going to be 15-2. They're going to be 11 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
True.
So with thinking of that,
Facts.
I'm going to switch it over to the music part.
Oh.
Because it's always going to change. Okay? Good or bad. If you're watching your team and they just suck, you're watching that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you don't like the country, but the next week here comes Metallica.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with the music because music does something to the soul.
I'm with you on that, man. I know, Cheech, you're a music guy, but I got to go because, sport, I love my sports.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I love the most in life. Music is right up there.
Yes.
And I think, there's, like you said, you want to see more live music. You get to see live music all the time, and you don't necessarily need to watch wherever you're at in the stadium. You're going to hear whatever's being played for the most part.
Yeah.
So you get to enjoy that. I think that would be kind of dope.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I have to agree. It would be music 100%. I'm a big sports fan, but I like a wide variety of music. I like classic rock.
I like that too.
I like shit from the 50s, like Elvis Presley and Little Richard, and
Yes.
I like hip hop. I like classic rock. I like new rock. I like grunge stuff.
A little bit of everything.
Not crazy about country. There's a couple songs, but I mean, I'm not putting them on my Spotify list. So
You got that Elvis Presley on that.
I'm all sugar.
Yes, I do.
You said we got that Memphis Mafia. We got the Memphis Mafia.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, I would definitely love the music part of it. That would be badass.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope. So we're all lockstep there. All right, number 5. Name a restaurant or business from your childhood that is no longer in business that you wish you could bring back. You can think about that for a minute. A restaurant or a business.
Damn. Restaurant or a business?
I seen one of these in Mexico, and I loved this place, man. When it was here at the mall on Gratiot, I absolutely loved Sears when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
Sears was
The
cool.
clothes,
because
they had electronic
everything there. They had
Craftsman
everything,
tools were the best.
Yes.
Craftsman.
Yes, you could literally go in there and get everything.
Well, I got mine, gentlemen. Mine, it's been gone a very long time. A&W. And we didn't get it much.
There are still a couple of them out there.
They're still around.
I haven't seen, I tell you what,
There's
man.
one in Berkeley at 12 Mile and Greenfield.
I'm going to have
There's
to
one
go.
downriver too.
Oh,
hanging around.
God.
How do you spell that? A&W.
So when they had the drive-in, that's when you got an A&W.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, like I said, it was a treat.
Now, do you ever go to that place on Jefferson, Eddie's Drive-In?
Yeah, not the same.
No.
No.
The food sucks. The service sucks.
She comes out on the roller wheels.
Yeah. If
You got bruises all over your legs.
If you're going to skate, fucking learn how to skate.
Right. Yeah, I didn't care.
Don't they got one at Sonic over there on Grosse Pike?
Nah, that's another place.
Yeah, it's
They got a Sonic right up here too.
Yeah. But A&W, man. All day.
In Detroit, they got a Supersonic.
Supersonic.
Supersonic. 7 Mile and Greenfield.
Yeah.
That's mine, A&W.
What do you think, Cheech?
Mine would be, there was a restaurant that we went to all the time, and I can't remember the name of it. Michael's Kitchen. It was on Groesbeck. I don't mean to be, but this small little place.
It used to be there.
And you would go there, and you would see the same fucking people all the time because everybody loved that place.
They were all regulars.
I can tell you one place where nobody's gonna pick is that place in Birch Run, Tony's.
Oh, God.
That's the food's horrible, but people go there because
the
you get
bacon.
It's just
a
the
big
bacon.
ass plate of it.
Yeah.
If it sucks, why do you want more?
And they
That's
they want to
stupid.
see it because they don't believe it.
Yeah.
And then they go, can I get that bacon? They're like, what the hell?
Yeah, like they get like a half a pound of bacon on like a BLT, but
The bacon is good though. I ain't gonna
Extra
lie.
crispy. Then they go in the
Yeah.
back like this. We'll take this back.
yeah.
And after that, you eat that, you're
But-
sweating like a swine.
Yeah, look at that. Just look at
Fast
that line.
food though, Top Hat was good.
Oh, yeah.
We would go to Top Hat more than we would go to White Castle.
What about Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box? Yeah.
That little thing will come up.
Good stuff, boys. That does it for the Fives of the Week. So, as always, remember to email us at fivesoftheweekpodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook. Also, remember the new Fives of the Week podcast on Spotify and Apple Music. Not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, my bad. So until next time, we love y'all. Be good.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.